Hey, welcome back. A little showcase of something that I built. I don't have a build video for. I have a little garden, and one of the things I do in the garden is I have a mulch layer and I lay mounds of dirt. In between each mulch layer, I have I lay down ground cover so it deals with the weeds, and I realize that I have a lot of mulch, or I realize that I have a lot of ground cover, and I don't really want to roll it up and it just makes a mess. So I thought if there's a way I can put it back onto the spool, that would be excellent. So I came up with this little contraption, and let me put it together and then I'll walk you through how it works. Say Fabidol.
Hello. Go.
This is the old spool. Well, somewhere here. Yeah, it got left in the rain. This is a way that it grips this tube. I made this aluminum tube with I don't know if you call this a cam. There's a word for it, but let me pull this apart and I'll show you. Oop. So I have a spike, and inside of here are these plastic. They're a fiberized plastic tooth that they have a corresponding slope, and as this goes inside, because the tubes that the ground cover rolls onto, they're right off to the edge, so I can't hold it on the outside. So as you tighten this up, it tightens up. Hold on, I had to put a lot of thread on them. This one's long because it's an idler. So when you get up to the plastic, there we go, it expands it out all the way around 360, and those teeth grip inside of the tube to put pressure on it. That way when it spins, it's gripping the inside of the tube. So let me put this in. There's one on the other side too. So how this works, this sets onto, I got a motor that drives this whole thing. This just sets on here. I can actuate it from up here. I have control of speed. And when I pull, it goes. So, and I can go either way. So and the idea here is if I have a problem, it can allow, having it this way, it allows it to slip and disengage if I'm trying to pull too hard or something. So let's take it out back and see if it works. I built this last year, but I haven't had a chance to try it yet because the hydraulic pump on the tractor went out right when I had it hooked up, and I was like, what's going on? Why isn't it working? Playing with buttons. Anyways, found out that the pump went junk, and so now I get to use it now that it's spring, because I got to get the garden put in.
This is like the fabric that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friends. is not being as helpful as she thinks she is.
All right, there's 400 feet of ground cover in what, 10 minutes? That worked pretty good. I have a few issues. One is these have to be really tight, otherwise it slips on the spool. And I need a chain tensioner. All right, you can go. I need a chain tensioner on this side. Just it slips how I want it to, but it slips a little more than I want it to. So, but it worked good. Other than the tractor was being a butt at the beginning. So I also made this so it's adjustable. So this is the 6-foot roll. So I can go up to a 7-foot roll or clear down to a 3-foot roll. So yeah, but it worked pretty good. A couple things, I do wish I had a brush on the bottom. That would have been nice. I didn't think about it being so as dirty as it was. Although it's spring, so it's a little wetter than it should be. And I wanted a bigger brush, but they were really expensive, so I didn't do that. But well, hey, thanks for joining me for this one. I've got 6 more rows to do, but I do need I gotta make some stands real quick so I can set this down in, because that thing weighs a lot. But hit the like, subscribe. See you later.
Spider roll. Awesome. That's like. Oh yes. Somebody come on in, have a so.